Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel. This is your October 2017 love reading. So let's get into it. So right off the bat, the first two cards that popped up at the same time for you for what it is in the section of what it is that you want. You receive the one card and the star card. Those two major arcana. This is something that is quite dear to you and that you want to see in fruition. So what I feel like these two cards are saying, I feel like you want protection, you want healing and pampering, you want love that's transforming, you kind of want support, possibly to lead or for them to lead you. I feel like there's definitely rules of who leads and who follows seems to be of importance. And if this home god is not you, then you want someone older, or you have someone older and more established that can have your back financially, physically, emotionally, and the here and on. I definitely feel like you want someone that's going to push you farther up the ladder if you don't already have them. And then what your person of interest or your lover wants is, you've got the Two of Wands in reverse, and then the Standing Stone, Two of Wands in reverse, and then the Standing Stone, just like justice, and then the Eight of Chalices. Wow. Sergio, I feel like what I feel like this is saying is that your love interest, their interest may be waning, or they may have their focus may be somewhere else right now. Their focus is elsewhere. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's actually incarcerated or locked up, or like jail or some sort of, or stuck somewhere, and their choices are limited. I don't know. I just feel like that's the message for some of you. Obviously, not going to pertain to all, as this is a general reading. And I feel like they are focusing on something they should have avoided. They are seeking justice for the Standing Stone, like the stone of truth, the stone of purity. This is the stone of people used to gather around back in the day and be able to justify different stories or different scenarios and see who's right and who's wrong or who should be in favor. And they may feel used or have felt used either through you or through someone else or through a system or something of some sort. And what spirit wants from this relationship, you've got the Two of Alchemy. This is equivalent to swords. I feel like the relationship wants you guys to come to some sort of agreement that is beneficial, to call like an uncomfortable truce, so to speak. I feel like it wants to work it out. Like it's ready and willing to overcome any difficulties, and they want to compromise, keeping the peace for the greater good, and so that tensions can ease and reconciliations will be more pure and harmonizing. So that's good to know that the relationship itself wants to stand the test of time, or agree to disagree in another aspect. What I feel like you subconsciously want is self-fulfillment, or just feeling like your hard work has paid off, or feeling like your efforts has paid off. You want recognition. You want that feeling of harmony, that feeling of completeness, um, reassuredness, and just feeling like you paying attention to detail has finally paid off in the long run. And you want to reap the harvest of that satisfaction, that satisfying feeling of standing there and being able to look at the fruits of your labor, or your partner's labor, if that's the case for some of you, You want to be able to stand and be proud and see everyone enjoying themselves. The Nine of Pentacles can also mean like a self kind of, not self-righteous card or a self-indulgent card, but it's definitely one who believes in one's own talents or one's own way to get ahead. So you want that good self-esteem, you want that sense of accomplishment, or money from unexpected sources, and in this case it may just be your partner, or a gift coming and things of that sort of nature. You want a comfortable home. Alright? And definitely want security to be assured. What I feel like your partner or your love interest, what I feel like they want is, you got the Nine of Wands here and the Seven of Wands here, and then the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you may be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, because those are the Pentacle signs, or it could just be someone who's exuding this kind of energy at this time. But they came up in the reverse position. Or this could be you in the reverse position. So what I feel like this is saying is that your partner subconsciously may really want to get what they want, and they probably will get it, but it will be at a price. Because these two cards are like very kind of like territorial cards, or kind of like um, determined and defensive cards. So then, whatever this price may be that they have to get, they're willing and anxious to get whatever they want at whatever price. This price may be greed or materialism, and that could be what the reason of this King of Pentacles is in reverse. Because the King of Pentacles upright is like someone who is dealing well with finances, good business acumen, who is sturdy, stable, strong, reliable, dependable, trustworthy. But in reverse, it can mean like materialism and greed. So maybe that's what the price is to pay for some of you or some of the situation. They may be very territorial and weary about how others lead, and they may need to always be in charge, or they may always want to feel like they need to execute and do it their way. I feel like their individuality is very important to them, and they like to do things in an unorthodox kind of way, and they can also be quite rigid. And that can also be the presence of this King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like what the relationship subconsciously really wants, you got the Two of Chalices in reverse, and then the Holy King upright. Now, Serge, what I feel like this is saying is, the relationship wants you to try and understand each other on an emotional level and be appreciative of one another. Or if that's not the case, then the message is to simply part from this union, because the Two of Chalices in reverse means like unappreciative arguments, or like a disconnect within a union or breakup. And then the Holy King is kind of like the On My Ones card, or the isolation card, or the spiritual attunement card, or the self-reflection, enlightenment card. So these two are kind of like one and the same. With this one being in reverse, it speaks of like a breakup of a connection, and then this one speaks of actually going on one's own isolated journey to find more spiritual answers, or to get more connected with the inner self. And this relationship may just be advising you to spend more time on your ones and in your own emotional world, so that you can deal with each other accordingly, if it's not to just break up 100%. But I also feel like the subconscious period wants what the subconscious wants underlining period, because this whole line here is kind of like each card kind of sparks out or jumps out as like isolation or single or being alone. So you guys may be separated. If you're not gonna break up, you may be separated for some reason or the other. Or everyone may be more so looking out for themselves in some kind of way, because everyone has this like territorial kind of condition. All these cards are like territorial or like condition cards in this line here. Conditional cards, sorry. Not where love is flowing everlastingly. Or maybe it may be due to your actual stance in the world. Maybe you guys may be in different parts of the world. Or like I said earlier, some of you may actually be one of your partner may be locked up or locked away or away from you for some reason. Um, and I feel like what you need to work on, because you got the three of affirmate and then the moon card in reverse. And this is in the section of a need for October. So I feel like you need to work on manipulating others and facades and delusions, or possibly impractical ideas. I need to work on healing and finances, because you also got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like this card in reverse is actually more positive. It's like coming in from the cold or coming in from isolation. So you need to work on focus on revelations and coming in from feeling alone or isolated. Because then you got the moon card in reverse. And then the three of Athame or the three of swords upright. So this is where the focus is needed in this month. And I feel like when it comes to them, they need to focus on taking action or momentum, because you've got the O King in reverse. Normally it's letting go and letting God and just surrendering to the spirit and not really making any moves. It's kind of being in limbo, not making any decisions. But in reverse, I feel like what they need to do is they need to take action, because they don't want to miss opportunities and make a firm decision. I feel like they have a need of trying to get on top or trying to get over you or over a situation with this Seven of Affirmate here or Seven of Swords. Strategically planning on how to win over something cleverly. Or they could be possibly trying to hide one's true nature. So be aware for some reason. What the relationship actually means is you got the Six of Affirmate in reverse and then the Battle Wagon upright. Or the Chariot. Or the Six of Swords in reverse. So I feel like the focus needs to be on forward momentum instead of circling in the same dead end point. There's delays and hold up. Some of you, like I said, may live a distance from one another, and that may be the problem. Or you will be separated this month for some reason. And for others of you, there may be a secret trip that's being planned. So if you are at a distance, like maybe one of you may be trying to secretly plan on meeting up with the other, and then there may be some hiccups or some hold ups and delays in that while you're trying to meet up and reconcile. And what you get out of this relationship or love interest is, I feel like you get the assistance or the attention you was going for and hoping for. Because the Six of Pentacles speaks of reciprocity, speaks of like charity, of giving kindly, of receiving gifts, a windfall of money coming that you are owed and that you feel like you deserve or that you really do deserve. This has to do anything with the courts. Okay? So I feel like you guys actually, your cards are like quite positive. It seems like maybe a little bit tricky when it comes to the partner. I don't know. I feel like when it comes what they get in this, I feel like is a resistance to change. Like maybe their circumstances may be resisting them to change. You got the Eight of Affirmate and the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Wild Hunt card in reverse. So what I feel like is maybe self-deception and ignoring reality. They may feel bonded and trapped in this love affair, and they may be in it for the long haul with this Knight of Pentacles here. even though they're in it for the long haul, I feel like there's they may be in it for the long haul, even though there is ulterior motives or a bit of selfishness going on. Or if there's not ulterior motiveness, if there's not ulterior motiveness, somebody may have to sacrifice a little bit more for the other due to one of your circumstances. And I feel like what the relationship gets in this situation, you've got the King of Alchemy. So this could be a lot of legal situation going on. So I feel like the relationship is not getting much emotion or not much heart. Possibly dealing with legal matters and logic and analyzing situations up. So you may actually be writing letters and documents or having to sign contracts. Someone's signature may be needed, I feel, for something. And this may be actually a more business relationship with some of you. Okay. So that is your reading, Sagittarius, unless that's some awful cards for you. No, Spirit, what is the message in Sagittarius? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. Sorry, these two are blanks. So, the medicine card, Native American inspired, which is like another one of my faves. You receive bear, which is introspection, I believe. Yeah. You received bear in reverse. So bear in reverse, on the contrary. If you have drawn bear reversed, your internal dialogue may have confused your perception of your true goals. In seeking answers or advice from others, you may have placed your own feelings and knowing aside. The time has come to regain your authority, for no one knows better than yourself what is proper and timely for your evolution. Reclaim the power of knowing. Find joy in the silence and riches of mother's womb. Allow the thoughts of confusion to be laid to rest as clarity emerges from the west, nurturing your dreams as Earth Mother nourishes us all. Bear in the contrary position is teaching you that only through being your own advisor can you attain your true goals. Anything less than the doing of that which gives you the most joy is denial. To achieve happiness, you must know yourself. To know yourself is to know your body, your mind, and your spirit. Use your strengths to overcome your weaknesses and know that both are necessary in your evolution. Journey with the bear to the quietness of your cave and hibernate in silence. Dream your dreams and own them. Then in strength you will be ready to discover the honey waiting in the tree of life. So for those of you who may actually be relying a lot on someone or on a partner, this message may be for you, because like I was saying earlier, and then I was saying somebody may feel used, whether it's you or your partner. This is a general reading, so the messages may be a little bit mixed up. Okay. So that's bear medicine for you, and the whale medicine in reverse is telling you, Sage. The whale is known as the record keeper overall. So the whale in reverse is, if whale is beached itself in your cards, its contrary medicine implies that you are not following your sonar or homing device. On some level, you may have forgotten that you hold all the answers you need to survive, to grow, and to claim the power of your chosen destiny. It may be that you are having to deal with a lot of chatter in your head and cannot get to your personal records. If so, you may need to use other sounds to enter the silence. The drum or rattle, the Indian flute, or the sounds of nature may help. The call of whale is the lullaby of the tides. Rock yourself gently and float into the world of the sea. Flow with the waters of time and collect your answers. They are only They are the only truth that will lead to your personal pathway of knowing. Contrary, will is saying that you must desire to know. You must seek the will song within you. In hearing will's call, you will connect to the ancients on a cellular level. And then, as you relax into the flow of the song's rhythm, you will begin to open your unique library of records. It may not come at all at once. It may take practice, but if you hold the desire to know close to your heart, it will be will's gift to you. Look to the great star nation and send gratitude to Sirius for the song of will. Thank you, Sam. That is your reading. And I hope that the message resonated. Oh, I feel so tired and drained. I'm sorry, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe you guys are feeling tired and drained, but no, I'm just literally tired. And enjoy the rest of your table.